Yes, friends, I'm again with the two question of vectors in this episode number 4 of my vectors. I take one question or two question one episode, which the question are dealt which have been asked in 2022 in the mains, and they are the basic. In fact, when you do the question, they are the basic question to encounter in the examination. These concepts, if you do the questions very carefully and understand them, then you will be able to do your examination. Well, friends, I don't know whether you are looking at these videos or not, but it is very good if you just note down the concepts and understand how they are useful. Vectors in your 12th class also, that can be helpful to get the better marks in your vectors in 3D portion, and also help in solving the question which are mainly asked in your IIT main. So friend, I take one question first and then I take the second question. I'll do how this question can be done. My first question encounter is that A, B, C are 3 points whose position vectors are given by A. This A alpha here and C is vector, where alpha is a real number. Alpha is the smallest positive integer marked here. So alpha take the real number, it should be for which A, B, C are non-collinear. It means there will be some alpha which will make it collinear. It means some alpha which you have to collinear, and that alpha you have to calculate, and then you have to find out which is the alpha which is integer and the smallest among those. So look at the first of all thing, when the ABC will be collinear, what will be the value of the alpha which make the point ABC collinear? When ABC points are collinear, so what will you understand? In a line, therefore direction ratio of AB will be equal to direction ratio of BC because they are parallel. Direction ratio of OB is equal to this minus this is 1, and this minus alpha minus 4, and 4 minus 3 1 must be equal direction of BC 3. This is equal to 1, and this is equal to minus 2 minus alpha and 1. It means there will be collinear when this must be equal to this. Alpha minus 4 must be equal to minus 2 minus alpha. 2 alpha is equal to 4 minus 2, and alpha is equal to 1. Friend, alpha is equal to 1 is the condition for the vector, for the point ABC collinear. That should not be there. They should be non-collinear. He said we have to choose the smallest positive integer which make ABC non-collinear. So alpha is equal to 1 is the minimum one. What the minimum can possibly be the non-collinear? It can be 2. Therefore, here in this case, alpha we have to take is 2. Alpha is a real number. This make the alpha is equal to 1 we found is the one condition where they make it collinear. It should be non-collinear and should be positive integer. So alpha must be 2. 2, 3, 4, this make the non-linear. He says it should be positive integer. So here we will suppose alpha is equal to 2. So my first one I found alpha is equal to 2. Now my next part is when alpha is equal to 2, this is my 2. Here I got 2. What I have to find out, the length of the median of the triangle ABC. We have got a triangle ABC. ABC triangle here. A is the position vector is 1, 4 and 3, and position vector of B is equal to 2, 2 and 4, and this position vector of 1, 4, let me write like this, and C is equal to 3, minus 2 and 5. These are the position vector of this. I have to find out the length of the median. D is the midpoint corresponding to a point A. Median ABC through the point A. I would find the length of AD. So let me find AD length, or let me find AD vector, and then I'll find AD magnitude. Well, my friend, how to find what is the AD? D point is. What is the position vector of point? Midpoint here. 3 plus this is 5 by 2, 0 and 9 by 2. And what is the AD vector? What is the position vector of AD is equal to? AD vector is equal to this minus this is equal to 3 by 2. This is minus 4 and this is 3 by 2 again. 9 by 2 minus 3, 6. And I have to find the length of AD. Okay, it is equal to 9 by 4 plus 16 plus 9 by 4 and it's under root. And I have got 4 LCM here. 9 plus 64 plus 9, it's equal to 2 here, and 82 under root by 2. Which is my answer? A is my answer. Look friend, how simple the question was asked. Here is, he makes what alpha value makes the collinear. He says it should be minimum positive integer to make it non-collinear. So my question is counter question, which make the point the ABC collinear. I find alpha is equal to 1. And alpha is equal to 1, then alpha is equal to 2, alpha is equal to 3. Whatever the value of alpha will be, other than the 1, will make it non-collinear. But he says alpha must be positive integer and should be minimum. That make them the non-collinear. That alpha is equal to 2. Well friend, when alpha is equal to 2, I find the A chord, the B and C midpoint here, and the question comes. So simple, very simple question to go. Let me do the second question. This was my first question I want to do in this episode. I hope you will understand. You will like to do in your copy and do the question. Here I go, the second question in the IIT main that was asked. Here my question is, if A is a vector, here is alpha into I plus j minus k, and B is a vector 2I plus j and minus alpha k, and alpha is positive friend, alpha is positive, it is given here. If the projection of A cross B on the vector minus I plus 2j minus 2k is equal to 30, then what alpha is equal to? Then alpha is equal to what? Answer is 15 by 2, B is 8, C is equal to 13 by 2, and D is equal to 7. This is the question. Here the A and B are given, two vector, alpha is somewhere missing, and here the projection of this is on the vector, this is equal to 30. My friend, here the concept is you must know how to find A cross B, and you must know what is the projection of vector A on B. These two things are known, how to find A cross B and what is the projection of A cross B. Let me first of all A cross B. What is A cross B? is ऐसे होता है I J K लिखते हैं यहाँ पर, और दोस्तों यहाँ पर अल्फा 1 माइनस 1 लिखते हैं, और 2 1 और माइनस अल्फा. Let's me explain. Alpha, this is minus alpha plus 1 is the 1 this into I. Okay, J के लिए क्या होगा? minus 2 and plus alpha square, minus 2 and plus alpha square into J plus K is equal to alpha minus 2 into K. These are the vector I find out. This is A cross B. First of all, my point is I must know A cross B. Then he says the projection. I told in the earlier one of the videos, what is A cross, what is the projection of A on B is equal to. Projection of B is this is equal to projection. This projection is what? Here AL. Then this is equal to BM. This is equal to this. And if this is angle theta here, then the BM upon BC, I'm just telling it, you should know, is equal to cos theta. This is BM upon BC is equal to cos theta. BM upon BC is equal to cos theta. Therefore, BM is equal to BC cos theta. What is BC? Is the magnitude of A. What is cos theta is A dot B, because it is angle between the A and B, divided by magnitude of B. And finally, I find the projection of A on B is given by A dot B divided by magnitude of B. So in this case, the projection of A cross B on a vector, let me this vector is C, suppose, on C is equal to A cross B dot C divided by magnitude of vector C. What is magnitude of vector C is equal to? Now what is the projection of this A cross B on this dot product? What is C vector is equal to? C vector is minus 1 to minus 1, C vector is minus 1, 2 and minus 2. Well, here, what is the projection? What is the projection? A cross B dot minus alpha, this is alpha minus 1, 2 into 2 minus 4 plus 2 alpha square minus 2 alpha plus 4 divided by this dot with this, divided by magnitude of C. Magnitude is equal to 1 plus 4 plus 4, 5, 4, 4, 9. This is equal to 3 and this must be equal to 30. Given here equal to 30. This is given. So 4 and minus 4 cancel. This is equal to 2 alpha square and minus alpha or minus 1. Okay, and minus 90 is equal to 0. 90 is equal to 0. So we have got 2 alpha square minus alpha and minus 91 is equal to 0. Okay, इसको हम काट सकते हैं, इसको हम कर सकते हैं. This equation and I need to solve. I can solve this one. I have now the solution. 2 alpha square or minus 14 alpha plus 13 alpha minus 91 is equal to 0. 2 alpha, alpha minus 7 and 13 alpha minus 7. Okay, I am getting alpha is equal to minus 13 by 2. I don't need the negative because it says alpha and therefore alpha is equal to 7. Here we got the answer. Well friend, here is the question that involves cross product. How to find the cross product of two vectors and the concept of projection. I already discussed the simple concept how to find A cross B, A dot B. This is nothing to tell. This is not the IIT thing to tell you, but this is how A cross B found. The question is how the projection of a vector on another vector, that A dot B divided by magnitude of B. Remember, the projection of a vector on another vector is their dot product divided by the projection जहाँ पर डालना है उसके बारे में. I hope you will understand this is how A cross B dot C magnitude divide किया, how we got into it, and this is the most simplified question. Here you can directly do nothing. Alpha is equal to positive, therefore the negative has to be discarded. So friend, this is all I on this video. Hope you will understand. Thank you.